Today I'm sharing 4 properties with you that are $25,000 and one of them is $20,000. Welcome to How Much House for the Money. Hope you're all having a beautiful day and your glass is full of gratitude. So we're checking out 5 more properties today because why not? It's always a beautiful day to view houses. And this is where we're going to begin. This one is a $25,000 foreclosure in Woodward, Oklahoma. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house with 1,032 square feet, and it's on a lot that's 7,405 square feet. And you'll find it at 1515 4th Street, Woodward, Oklahoma, 73801. It's been on the market for only 28 days and was built in 1927. So let's check it out. How much house are we getting for our money in Woodward, Oklahoma? And I do have a couple of renderings to show you just what the exteriors would look like with just a very light touch-up and some landscaping. So this one's Woodward, Oklahoma, $25,000. Look at that pretty covered front porch. And in Woodward, Oklahoma, we are in Osage County. Woodward County, pardon me. And your population is just under 21,000 people. And your median home values here are right around $152,000. And they're asking $25,000 for this. And it's a foreclosure from what the listing says. And as I always mention, these banks do not want to hold on to these houses. So always feel free to make an offer. Look at this. $25,000 house right here. We've got dual fans in the living room. Looks like laminate flooring. Now, there might be an issue with your ceiling tile, but you can go check these out in person, right? Get the lay of the land, because these houses, these photographs may not do the house justice. So you really got to get in there and check them out in person. And as always, the listing agencies and the addresses for these houses are found in the description box below every video. Look at this. So we're getting some hardwood flooring. So this looks like a bedroom. $25,000, you guys. Why not check them out, right? If any of you are in this neck of the woods and you're looking for property, this one might suit your needs. Especially when, the median home values are just over $150,000. So there's room for equity growth. So here's your full bathroom. Looks like they were thinking about painting. Got a tub and shower combination. Nice looks like nice counter and your faucet there. Now, I'm not sure if the commode is connected because it is sitting a little diagonal, but all the more reason to go check it out. Nice. Look at the woodwork. Each room does have ceiling fans. So there is, again, that little issue with that ceiling, but doesn't look too horrible. Woodward, Oklahoma right here. And the property tax rate in Woodward, Oklahoma is 0.75%. And that's what the county assessor is going to come out and gauge your property taxes on. Look at the kitchen. Let me know what you guys think of this one. I think it's very nice. Looks like you could move right in there. You have some nice cabinets over here on the left of the kitchen. Pretty good sized kitchen. Nice onyx sink with a black faucet with a nice window above it. Yes, it may need some attention, but that kitchen looks very nice. It's a lot we could work with. Very nice. Looks like they have new European bar pulls for your hardware on the cabinets. And if you're new to the channel, you're welcome to subscribe, join our growing community, and be sure to hit the notification bell because the house you're not looking for may be in the next episode. And in the previous episode, I showed you houses that were $35,000 and less. So definitely meander through the episodes and share them and let your friends and family see that there's houses like these that can be bought for $25,000 or less. Gotta love it. Look at your paved driveway. Got a nice shade tree. You do have a couple of outbuildings. We do have a back porch. Very nice for $25,000. I'm looking at possibilities and potential, as I always say. That's what it's always about. You do have a stockade fence for some privacy. Nice wide eaves on this house. Isn't this pretty? Little bungalow style. Could revamp this back porch. Woodward, Oklahoma. Very, very pretty. Little bungalow. 1515 4th Street. And that's in Woodward, Oklahoma, 73801. So let's see our street view here. Here's your neighborhood. You always research the neighborhoods. You can visit these neighborhoods, drive around different times of the day, talk to some neighbors, walk the sidewalks. And the Very sweet little neighborhood this looks like. Nice. And here we are on the map. So you have a lot of local amenities. You have Crystal Beach Water Park right nearby. That's nice. And so we are west of Moreland, we are west of Quinlan, and we are east of Tangier, and we're north of Sharon, Oklahoma. Here's Oklahoma City down here to the southeast. So right here we are, red marks the spot, and here's your satellite view. There you go, right there. Nice rectangular parcel, 1515 4th Street. And so there is what the exterior looks like currently, and this is what it could look like. Just painted that concrete porch from the floor down along with the stairs. I left a little wrought iron railing there, and I just added flower boxes. And I did paint the fence, but you wouldn't even have to go that far. And that's what that Oklahoma exterior could look like. Just thought that was very pretty. And it's been on the market 28 days, built in 1927. And it says here, looking for a project? Here it is. Finish what's been started with a price at a fraction of the cost of new. 3 bedroom, 1 bath with a lot of DIY completed. The property offers sitting on 1.17 acre with a covered patio. When we look at the history, it was sold for $45,000 back in 07. Now they're listing it for $25,000, and the house is 99 years old. And again, the property tax rate is 0.75%. And that's Woodward, Oklahoma. Not bad. And it's a foreclosure. You can make an offer. You never know what these banks will accept. Okay, so now we're going into Kansas. This is Overbrook, Kansas. Look at this ranch. $25,000 on a little more than a quarter of an acre. 501 Locust Street in Overbrook, Kansas, 66524, which means we're in Osage County, where the population is just under 2,800 people. And this has been on the market for 21 days. It was built in 1963. Let's check it out. Another $25,000 find. We have a shingle roof with this one, and we have a little indent there with your little covered entry. Does have a garage. Look at this, $25,000. Looks like we're getting hardwood flooring in the bedroom with a closet, baseboard heat. Overbrook, Kansas, and Osage County. Now here, your median home sales are right around $240,000, but your property tax rate is going to be 1.54%. Look at this. This is cute. So there's the back side of it. So it looks like it could be wood-sided, but again, go check it out in person. Does have an AC unit. They're not going to show us a whole lot. All the more reason to go check it out. Looks like we do have a concrete foundation. Does have a garage too. $25,000 ranch with a garage. Can't tell if that's these look like bedrooms, but they don't show us much of anything else. 501 Locust Street. Been on the market 21 days. Here's your street view. Wow, look at how pretty this is. Look at those shade trees. Very pretty. But again, check it out. Do your research. Very pretty street view there. And let's check it out on the map. So here we have, let's see, pardon me. We've got Rock Creek Cafe nearby. And you have TJ's Main Street Grill. Nice amenities. Overbrook, Kansas. So we are, let's see, west of Worden and west of Globe, and we are east of Burlingame and Wilmington. Here's Topeka up here to the north, and Kansas City's up here to the northeast. So let's check out our satellite view. There you go, right there. Nice square parcel. Look at that. 501 Locust Street. Now, there's what the exterior looks like currently. There's what it could look like with a pop of color on your front door and a front deck. They took the indent out with that porch, so you could keep that there, and kept the garage, but that's what it could look like, just adding a deck. And this is Overbrook, Kansas. Built in 1963, and it states here, oh, I'm so sorry. Home is to be sold at auction on April 11th at 10 a.m. So if you're interested in this one, the auction is April 11th at 10 a.m. And again, I will leave the details for these listing agencies in the description box below. So if anybody's interested, the auction's April 11th at 10 a.m. So sorry, I did notice that was an auction house. I'm finding more of those though. So if you guys are interested in auction houses, let me know because I do come across them. Okay, so now we're going to go into Thomasville, Georgia. Another $25,000 house. 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, 744 square feet, and it's sitting on a lot that's 4,792 square feet at 228 4th Avenue in Thomasville, Georgia, 31792. It's been on the market for 56 days. It was built in 1904. Let's check it out. Thomasville, Georgia means we're in Thomas County. Population is around 46,000 people. This is super cute. I love the color. This may have a shingle roof. So in Thomas County, Georgia, where the population is around 46,000 and your median home values here are $325,000 and your property tax rate is coming in at 0.78%. So a lot of room for equity growth with this. So it looks like they started putting down flooring. Looks like it's hardwood floor though, doesn't it? It's kind of hard. Yeah, maybe they put laminate down in the one area. So it looks like they started working on it. Thomas County and Thomasville, Georgia. So it does have a fireplace. So in this room, we're right down to plywood flooring. This has potential. This has character. So you do have a window above your tub. There's no shower. You do have a wall sink there. You got a medicine cabinet over to the right side. You want to move over and just kind of brush your teeth. You know, do yourself up in the morning before you leave. Oh, that's funny. Gotta lighten it up, you guys. How's everybody out there doing? Cheers. Hope you're having a great day, everyone. Beautiful day to view houses. Let me know where you're all viewing from, because it's great to have everybody here. And I got a little sun today. I'm feeling pretty good, feeling a little spry. Okay, so here, this is kind of interesting. So it looks like we have a pocket door going into this room here in a nice wide area, maybe a hallway. Looks like they did put some new trim around these windows and vinyl window. Yeah, somebody go check this one out. And this is Thomasville, Georgia, $25,000. That's super cute. That covered front deck on there. 228 4th Avenue. Been on the market 56 days, built in 1904. Let's check out the street view. Here you go. This is really pretty. So you have a little neighborhood now across the street. Those homes, maybe you can buy up those too. Or buy those up, I should say. Because they look like they could be vacant. This could be a possibility for somebody. 228 4th Avenue, very pretty nonetheless. And here's where we are on the map. Got Mary's Kitchen nearby. So we are, oh, you also have a Wright Street Minute Market, and you have Shepherd's Bait, Tackle, and Pond. And we are in Thomasville, Georgia. And we are, let's see, west of Barwick, and we're west of Pidcock, and we are east of Cairo, right here below Coolidge. So this is southern Georgia. Here we go. So we're not far from the Florida line by any means. We have Valdosta over here to the east, Bainbridge over to the west. There you go. Red marks the spot, and here we are on the satellite view. There's your parcel right there. Nice square parcel. Look at all the trees. And it doesn't look like there's a neighbor over here on the right either. That's nice. 228 4th Avenue. So that's what the exterior currently looks like. And here is what I did. I just put a pop of color on that front door, and I finished off the front deck a little bit with the stairs, and I added flower boxes. That's all I did. That's a super cute place right there. I love the coral door. So with a little color, goes a long way. Been on the market 56 days. And it says here, investor special, first-time home buyer also. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, quiet location, minutes away from Thomas University campus. Don't miss out, it states. And let's see here. It was sold for $450,000 back in 2005. So I'm wondering if they purchased a lot of the small houses and now they're maybe picking and choosing which one they let go. It's kind of hard to say. This one's listed for $25,000. It's 122 years old. I love these little finds. And that's Thomas County, Georgia. $25,000. 744 square feet of living space there. So if you just want a small home, and again, the property tax rate is 0.78% there. Super cute. Now we're going into Virden, Illinois. This is a sweet find. This is $20,000. And this is on it's 1,244 square feet of living space, and it has a detached garage, 2 bedrooms and 1 bath at 231 East Stoddard Avenue in Virden, Illinois, 62690. It's been on the market for 58 days, built in 1920. So let's check it out. $20,000 house with a detached garage. Gotta look at it. Gotta share these, right? Look at this. Looks like it's vinyl sided. Yeah, we could spruce the outside of this up in no time. And yes, I totally am aware that these houses are going to need some attention. There's a reason they have, low prices. However, I say they may be in better condition than what some people may think they are, and that's why they're bypassed because of the lower prices. This is right down to the plywood floor. This is the kind of house that you can get in there and just finish it to your liking. So this may be one of the bedrooms with closet space. $20,000. And this is in Virden, Illinois. So that's Macoupin County. Population is just under 45,000 people. Your property tax rate here is 1.75%. And your median home values are just over $150,000. And they're asking $20,000 for this single family home with a detached garage. Let me know what you think of these. I mean, I'm just looking at possibilities for those that are looking in these areas. Houses need people and people need houses, right? That's what I always say. So this room here looks like we're going to need to pay some attention to the floor, to that plywood. It's not the worst thing we could do, however. It's not the worst fix. There's another little area there. Maybe it's moisture damage. All the more reason to go check it out. And even if it's being sold as is, where is, you can have a home inspection for your own information purposes. Look at the kitchen. Look at the size of this kitchen. $20,000 house right here. I love these finds. That's very nice. We could salvage the counter if you want. We could salvage cabinets, switch out hardware, paint the cabinets, add an island. You've got a double sink with a nice faucet and a nice window above it. Look at this $20,000 house. You can always ask the agents how long they've been vacant. You can do a little research yourself. Those are nice cabinets. Does have, looks like that could be vinyl flooring. Could be laminate. So here's the bathroom. Nice size bathroom also. I could work with that. You have a window here where probably the commode is going to be. You've got your elongated vanity there. Cabinets, countertop. You've got a faucet. There's your shower and your tub. Maybe your linen storage. Yeah, this has possibilities. Look at that. Dual closets there. All that closet space along that wall. Wow. Somebody, if you check this out, let us know in the comments. This has a lot of potential. $20,000 in Virden, Illinois. And this again is Macoupin County. So it does have a variation of flooring. There again is the outside of that. It may, not sure what's going on with that roof line there. It's kind of hard to tell. But it does have vinyl siding. It's on a block foundation and you have a detached garage. Wow. And you'll also have some gutters and downspouts, it looks like. And this again is Virden, Illinois. Wow. Sweet find right here. Yeah, there's your garage. You do have a privacy fence also. Nice covered side entry. Paved driveway. Let's get some information off of this one. Oops, sorry about that. Let's get some information off of this one. 231 East Stoddard Avenue. Been on the market 58 days. Here's your street view. There you have it. Here's the neighborhood. Sidewalks for walkability. Look how pretty that is. Wow, 20 grand. And here we are in your map view here. You have Sips Coffee Company nearby. Love it. DiCarlo's Pizza. So here we have it. We're right below Thayer, Illinois. And we have a golf club. Can't forget the golf club. Edgewood Golf Club if you want to go swing a few, hit a few. And we're right above Girard. And we are to the northwest of Farmersville. We are below Springfield, Illinois. Right there, red marks the spot. $20,000 find with a garage. So we're not far from Highway 72 or Highway 56. And here is your parcel. There it is, nice square parcel. Look at that, it looks like you're right at the end of this little, and it just curves around there, and you don't have anybody directly to the right of you with this either. 231 East Stoddard, 58 days on the market, built in 1920. So with this one here, I just, again, painted those concrete stairs, and I added some landscaping. They curved the sidewalk out to the front. It should be off to the side, but that's all I did with that, just to spruce up the outside a little bit. And this is a $20,000 home. And it states here that it's a 105-year-old bungalow, features a frame structure and vinyl siding, situated on 3 lots, offering 1,344 square feet of living space. You have an unfinished basement, and the layout includes your living room, your eat-in kitchen, dining room with laundry closet, 2 bedrooms, and 1 full bathroom. Additional structure includes a 2-car detached garage with a workshop and a storage shed. Sweet find. And let's see here. So it was sold for $69,000 back in 2015. They had it listed for $82,900. Then they removed it. Now they're at $20,000, and the house is 106 years old. There could be an issue, but all the more reason to just go check it out when it's got a $20,000 price tag with a garage. And you might think that it's worth way more, and you may want to make an offer. 58 days on the market. Okay, so now we're going to head into West Virginia, and this one is $25,000 in Farmington, West Virginia. 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom with 929 square feet of living space, and it's on a lot that's 7,405 square feet. It's at 3203 Willey Avenue in Farmington, West Virginia, 26571. It's been on the market 136 days, built in 1895. Let's check it out. How much house are we getting for our money in Farmington, West Virginia? Wait till you see the rendering of this. Turned out very nice. So here we have a vinyl-sided home with a covered porch. You're kind of tucked back into the embankment, which is, not a shocker when it's in West Virginia. And in Farmington, we are in Marion County. Population is around 56,000 people. And your property tax rate can range between 0.52 and 0.74%. You do have an outbuilding there. And your median home values are anywhere between $165,000 to $200,000 in this area of Farmington, West Virginia. You have a metal roof. Vinyl siding. This is just kind of quirky, the way that it's set back into the earth like that, but if you're all right with that and you're looking in Farmington, check this one out, $25,000. So it does have a drop ceiling, but look at the size of that kitchen. Unreal. So there's your dryer. You could maybe relocate that, but we have a lot of cabinets, a window above your sink. $25,000 house right here. We may find hardwood floor beneath that carpet. I'm betting on that. We do have painted paneling in the living room. Yeah, this is possibilities. And I have found recently that there are these tiles that they're like a plastic, and you can basically cut them to size. And if you wanted, you could go over the drop ceiling there with these new modern tiles, and you could do the same thing over the grid. Or you could paint those tiles all the same color of the grids. There's all kinds of ways to modernize a drop ceiling. Yeah, this is a nice house too. It has a lot of potential. Farmington, West Virginia. So we do have a variation of flooring. This is nice. $25,000 in Farmington, West Virginia in Marion County. So there's your floor plan. Look at the size of your bathroom. That has a parquet floor. So we don't get a shower, but there's a tub. Big window in the bathroom as well. And there is the outside and the front porch. Farmington, West Virginia. 3203 Willey Avenue. Been on the market 136 days. Let's check out the street view. Now, I think that the home may sit up in the up behind this building maybe, but gives you an idea of the neighborhood nonetheless. And let's see here. Here we are on the map. So you're right near the Farmington Community Building. And let's see here. We are east of Rachel, and we are west of Barackville, and we are north of Carolina, West Virginia. So here we are. Red marks the spot. So we have Morgantown right here to the northeast. And let's see, here we have our satellite view. And let's see here. There it is, right there, if you can kind of see that. But I think it's must be behind that one bigger building in the front, I'm guessing. Can't quite tell, but you can do a little research on this one if you're interested. And this is Farmington, West Virginia. Look at all of the trees. Yeah, that would be kind of a cool setting if that's what you're into. 136 days of the market. So that's what it currently looks like now, and this is what I did. I painted that vinyl siding white, and I added a dark blue trim, painted the concrete black, and added some fresh landscaping. What a difference it makes. If you don't want the pale yellow and the brown, you could still keep your, the brown roof if you wanted, but that's just a rendering of what it would look like white with blue. I thought that was really pretty. And this is $25,000. Been on the market 136 days. Make this bargain yours. Charming 2-bedroom fixer-upper with great potential. You have a functional layout with 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, main living area. It's ready for updating, and it's an ideal for first-time home buyers or someone looking just to build some equity as an investment. And let's see, it was just listed, and the house is 131 years old. And again, the property tax rate there is 0.52 to 0.74%. So there we have it. It's $25,000 in Farmington, West Virginia for this house that's 929 square feet. We have this one in Virden, Illinois, that's 1,244 square feet for $20,000 with a detached garage. We have this one in Thomasville, Georgia. Sorry about that. Where is it? Here we go. This one's Thomasville, Georgia for $25,000. This one is, and that one's 744 square feet. We have this one in Overbrook, Kansas with a garage. That one's $25,000. And that has 1,166 square feet. And then we have Woodward, Oklahoma, this cute bungalow that's a foreclosure with 1,032 square feet for $25,000. And that'll do it for today's episode. Wherever you guys are today, hope you're having a beautiful day and your glass is always full of gratitude. Subscribe to the channel, share these episodes, and we will see you in the next one because more houses with low price and high potential are coming up. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers.